Hey guys, welcome back. Today, we're tackling this Murray once again. But, interesting story. First things first, of course, let's get that off. The Murray 20-inch cut. This engine, if you remember from the previous one up here, it has a bent crankshaft. Well, I have a solve for this. Take a look. I've got an engine sitting right here. A Murray Pro Series 20-inch cut, except it's got a Briggs & Stratton engine instead. Now, why wouldn't I use this mower, fix this engine, leave it on the deck? Well, it's really simple. As you can see, this deck, it's definitely seen better days. It's got perforations all the way through in multiple spots, like here. Look at that. So this mower's shot, but this engine's good. It does start and die. I give it a shot of Cosby sauce, or should I say carb spray, because I don't actually technically use Cosby sauce because ether is a little bit strong to use on one of these small engines. Maybe a car engine or an old diesel, sure, I can understand using that. But this, a little bit of carb spray or maybe even some brake clean seems to work. As long as it's not the non-flammable brake clean. If you use the non-flammable, you could be creating phosgene gas. That's a no-no. So to do the change, all we're going to need to do is remove the blade, unbolt the 3 9/16 or 14 millimeter bolts on this engine. Then we repeat the process on this engine. Swap them over, move the cable connections over, and there we go. We got ourselves another engine and get rid of this Tecumseh garbage. All right, guys. Well, I guess let's get started. All right, so let's tilt the mower back so we can get access to the bottom side of the deck. Put a weight on it. I'm just going to use a shovel. Should be enough weight to actually hold it down. All right, so first thing we need to do is get that blade off. On this particular one, it's a 9/16. On others, it can be 5/8. Don't lose this. I'm going to take off the blade adapter. I actually put always sees on this to make sure that that blade adapter in the future would come off. And look at that, it came off. Now these should be 9/16, and they're not. Bet these ones are 1/2 inch. Be right back with a 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm back now, 1/2 inch. See, fits perfect. All right, so we'll take off the 2 bottom ones, and I'll leave this one for support. I didn't think I'd be struggling with these, considering we're now going on to the 3rd engine. Okay, I've got a hold of the engine. I'm just going to take it off now. Now to disconnect the throttle cable. My shadows should shade it a bit, but I don't think quite enough. I guess this is the bail cable, not the throttle cable. There we go. That engine's completely removed. Let me get rid of it. Now let's just do a body swap. And there it is. Yeah, guys, I'm literally sweating buckets out. It's absolutely sweltering. I'm not sure exactly what the temperature is, but it's really warm and it's really humid. Anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. I love reading your comments below, and I look forward to reading them every single video. Now let's get back to it. Okay, so this time around, we don't have a blade to remove. Now there is string stuck to this, but I'll cut that off. This might prove to be a little bit of an issue, as I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to get this part off. But I might be able to get the adapter and blade for a Murray mower, which isn't too bad. Anyway, let's get this motor off. Sorry, engine. For that, we're going to need 9/16. Oh boy. Peanut butter blaster time. Peanut butter blaster time. Peanut butter blaster time. Peanut butter blaster time. Spray some on top. And one more. Okay, let's see. Not yet. All right, I'm gonna get a breaker bar. Ooh, my ears, they're ringing. All right, let's give it one more try with the gun. It's been a few minutes. Nope, nothing. Try it with the breaker bar. I don't like it. I don't like what I'm feeling. Actually, I think it's actually turning. I think it might actually be turning. Try it one more time. Nope. I think it broke. See? Either broke free or it broke. I think it broke. All right, well, let's try the next one. If need be, I've got another Briggs engine. I can just strip this one down, as I've actually got a couple I know that work really well. And then I can work at my leisure to top out these bolts. But either way, I still need to get this engine off. Yeah, these are all just going to snap right out. That's unfortunate. All right, well, let me just break the last one off. Watch this one come out. No, I think this one, just like the other ones, it's going to break as well. Yeah, it's not even turning. It's just twisting the head. There, it snapped. Right, so unfortunately that actually was one of my fears about taking the bolts out of this engine. So I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to work on getting those bolts out and extracted, and if need be, repair the threads or Healy coil them. Then we'll get that engine on that Murray mower's body so we can get rid of it, because clearly this whole Murray adventure has been one disaster after another. Because look at this, they all broke. Exactly what I was worried about is what happened. I kind of figured, and I don't have an oxy-acetylene torch, so I know I couldn't get them quite hot enough to really have made a difference with the propane torch, which is used for soldering, not for heating up parts. Anyway, I'm going to shut off the cameras for now, and then I'll work on this engine, and as soon as I'm done, turn them back on so we can get it all assembled. All right, see you soon. Seeing as how much fun it is to take this thing apart, I figure you guys might as well enjoy the experience with me. Managed to get all 4 wheels off, no problem. Getting the adjusters off, forget it. Everything's frozen, so I got the angle grinder. The heck with it. This deck is garbage. Let's just trash it the rest of the way and cut it up. Get these axles off because those are the most important part. Maybe I can get this one off without having to cut it off. Wouldn't that be nice? Hopefully. All right, let's try. There we go. That's one. Let's see if we'll be as lucky with two. Oops. Maybe. The back ones, I don't have much hope on. Come on. There we go. That's the second one. So we got two off. The back ones, that's going to be a whole other story. These back ones are completely rotten and frozen on, so I'm going to have to cut all this right off. Let's start by cutting off these 3 5/16. Spin the guard around. Got one more in here frozen. Oops, totally missed that. Sorry about that, guys. It's hard to see what you guys can and cannot see. Got one more right here. There we go. That part's free. Now let's get this side. Let's cut this off. Blade guard again. I've got to cut a little bit more. Just have to cut a little tiny bit more here. There we go. Let's come off now. Hopefully. Nope, this one here still, but I think I might be able to spin it out. All right, there we go. The fun part's over. Now to deal with that engine. See you in a bit, guys. Well, guys, here we go. About a year later. And guess what? This engine's still sitting here. There's the bolts. Still in the engine. There's another one. And you can see the last one right at the back there. So yeah, as you can see, I haven't actually done anything to this engine. Took it off and then put it in here, and that was basically it. I ended up getting too busy and never got back to this. And the other thing, remember this short where I was saying how this Murray truly is cursed? Yeah. So this thing is definitely cursed. Anything to do with this darn mower has become nothing but a pain. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this engine. I know I want to get those bolts out, but at the same time, I can't really be bothered right now. It's sort of going to turn this thing into almost like a parts donor, but I don't really want to do that. I do want to get those bolts out because this is actually a half decent engine. In truth, it would suit that Murray perfect because, I mean, it is from a Murray. But again, frozen bolts. This thing's too much of a pain. And that Murray, it's cursed. It is absolutely cursed. There's no way around it because what the heck. So anyway, guys, other than the fact that I wasn't able to finish that mower, I'm probably just going to strip the body and get rid of it because I'm tired of seeing it here. This engine, maybe I'll sell it. I don't know. Not 100% sure, but it's a good engine though. It's a nice Briggs flathead. These things are almost bulletproof, provided the bolts don't snap off in the sump. That's frustrating because I can't do anything with this now until I get those out. Anyway, enough rambling. I do have other mowers to work on, such as this one here with the Tecumseh that, yes, is still being worked on. I have a video almost completely done with this. I just haven't gotten around to getting the carburetor rebuilt. And as mentioned about that short, there it is. There's the darn Cursed Murray. Still sitting here. I've got this Yardworks to get going, and this Craftsman with a Honda engine. This should be a fun little mower to work on. Which one I should do next? This one or that one? I don't really want to deal with this one because previous owner's kids did a monkey with this thing and snapped the bolt off down there for the coil, which also holds on the housing. And then I've got this engine to strip off from this deck because it's well perforated. So yeah, a year later, I do have some other mowers to work on, like this power mower, which I just need to go through the carb a little bit. It's not too bad. In fact, up here, you may remember when I worked on a power mower, or similar to this model, except it said Craftsman, not Yard Machines. Remember, like this one? That is not a Craftsman. This is an MTD product. Craftsman is Sears Roebuck. Craftsman no longer technically exists because Sears doesn't exist. So this name, it's kind of a misnomer because Craftsman is gone, but because of the brand loyalty, MTD stuck with it for good reason. People love the Craftsman brand. So why not capitalize on it? But all right, guys, just like we started looking at this darn stupid Murray 20-inch cut bloody cursed piece of garbage, we're ending it here. Don't expect to see another one of these videos with this Murray unless I somehow manage to find a blade adapter, and then I'll let everybody know, hey, guess what? I got a blade adapter or I got a 20-inch blade to use on this. But chances are that engine's coming off and this deck is being sold as is, as just a new deck. Let someone else deal with the problems. All right, guys, see you in the next one. Oh yeah, spark plug off for safety.